Well, hello and welcome. Today I am here at the Santa Barbara Martinez Town Multigenerational Center. A lot of people just call it Martinez Town, and it's a brand new center that just opened. It's kind of my new theme, checking out places that have already had the grand opening.
Morning, sir.
Morning. But it's a wonderful thing. It's something that's really been needed here in Martinez Town. It's a wonderful historic town, one of the first towns in Albuquerque, just east of downtown. I think he wanted to be on camera. That's fine. But we're here to check it out. And this beautiful park right next door. See if I can find some sun. I'm here pretty early, try to beat the heat, but still gonna be warm. But unfortunately it's not open, but we can look through the windows and just check it out. I'm right here on Edith, just south of Manal here in Albuquerque. Let's go check it all out. Beautiful, beautiful Albuquerque morning. I'm still not feeling too hot, but it feels good to just get out and get some air in a beautiful park. Got some people playing a little softball or baseball over here. Nice huge pavilion type covering here. Not a huge building, but good enough size, I guess. See if we can peek in the windows here a little bit. Nice and spacious, nice and new. I really like Martinez Town. It has some old churches and it's a wonderful park. I've done a couple videos down the road there, and just a lot of history, a lot of culture. Then of course very large cemeteries, and very old cemetery all the way to the south end there. No pepper allowed? Wow, you can't even put pepper on your food here. I wonder if salt is allowed. Santa Barbara Martinez Town Park, dedicated 1982. A nice little walkway through here. Hear the birds singing. The end of spring is coming upon us very, very quickly. As of the time of this recording, I'd say about another 4 days. The weather will stay about the same. High 90s or so. But it'll definitely be a different solstice. Oh, wow. Here's a nice little shot of downtown. Downtown area there with the Wells Fargo. Pretty cool shot. Hey, can't park there. Yeah, you. Oops, somebody lost their kite. Just a beautiful, well-maintained park here. It's gorgeous. It's more of a playing field, I think, because there's not a lot of trees, but still, very nice. Nice artwork down here. Welcome to the Santa Barbara Martinez Town Multigenerational Center. I guess I'm getting that in the frame. The sun is so bright on my screen. I'm just pointing and shooting. Well, we didn't see a whole heck of a lot of the inside there. But there you have it, folks. That's the Santa Barbara Martinez Town Multigenerational Center. That's a mouthful. I just say Martinez Town Park, across from the cemeteries. Well, this was nice. Nice little walk around the area. Nice and quiet and relaxing. But moving on, there's another subject I want to cover briefly, and I was kind of shocked finding out the history. And not too close, but the other side of town. Let's go see if we can take a look at it. Let's go. Wow. American furniture. A staple of Albuquerque. A nice fancy furniture store is going down with its iconic sculptures or architecture. I can't believe it's finally almost gone. Now, this is not our destination for our next story, but I was just driving by here, and I did hear, I think I saw a picture online that this place is being torn down. I'm glad at least I got to see it before it went down completely. Very iconic shape there. Architecture for that time. But wow, that's going to be weird for anybody that's lived in Albuquerque for a long time. It's going to be really strange. I don't know if they're going to tear it down completely or just gut it out. Wow, it's really a kind of a strange feeling. Kind of a sick feeling that but I guess time flies, and things have to change. Now, it's pretty high end, so I bought a couple things in there years ago. There was these cool little staged rooms where you can just imagine how your bedroom or your living room would look, and it was just really fancy, and you thought, well, that would be nice. What is with a cool little sculpture garden over here? I remember doing this when I just started my channel. And I remember getting run off by security. That was my first experience about getting run off. No filming, no pictures allowed. But if you want to walk through a nice little parking lot for free, there's some nice sculptures throughout this area. Now that's a big cup of coffee. Some people would love to have that. All right, we are now here at San Pedro and Manal. No, we're not here for an Egg McMuffin. We are here because I didn't realize this was the first McDonald's in New Mexico, right here. And I never even thought about it. I just saw on the news recently, this was their third reconstruction, remodeling. So I found out a little bit about it. This was placed here in the West End back in 1959. And the current owners that own 6 McDonald's, him and his wife, well, he started out at McDonald's when he was 15 years old and eventually bought his own franchise back in the 70s. So here we are, and I didn't realize this was the first one. I never even thought about it, I guess. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Nice modern look, but it had the original iconic look when they first started. Now, from what I understand, this was opened only 4 years after the first McDonald's in California. They started popping up like crazy. But this place is popping. Constant customers. I guess at this very West End, there was just kind of a shack of a McDonald's. I don't think there was any kind of drive-up at that time at all. Now, on an interesting side note, this place across the street with the weird little windows there, Does anybody remember water beds? Yeah, I had a water bed back in the 80s, and I actually bought it right there. I think I made payments to him. I had to finance the puppy back then. But yeah, this is pretty cool to think that this new fangled strange little place called McDonald's back in '59, where you can get yourself a burger for like 25 cents, would grow into such a conglomerate. Welcome to McDonald's, man. Huh? Welcome to McDonald's. Huh? I remember years ago in those little speaker boxes, you could barely understand them. It's come a long way. You can really understand them now. And they used to make mistakes all the time. Do you remember that? You'd get back on the road and you're missing some fries or a drink or something, or you wanted cheese and there was no cheese, or I rarely have seen mistakes anymore on those. Sometimes it's not very good, but a little undercooked or what have you, but just don't make mistakes like they used to at the drive-ups. Well, that's it. For you who did not know now. That was the first McDonald's in New Mexico. We've got the infamous or famous Coronado Center right across the street there. And it used to be a bowling. Can you tell it used to be a bowling alley? I'm so glad they left that sign there. Now it's a Staples and a Guitar Center. Well, I think that's going to do it for now, folks. I think we covered quite a bit. I hope you enjoyed it, and I thank you for coming along with me. I really enjoy your company, as usual. Now, since I'm right here in this area, there's one more thing I want to go look at. Just kind of makes me feel glad that I've survived all these years. I'm going to see if I can find the house that I was born in. May have seen it before, but it's always a different vibe, a different view in a different light. But other than that, take care of yourself and those around you. Hope to see you very, very soon. Bye now. No, that's not it. That ain't it. Although we did have a trailer when I was a kid. Here it is right here. This little cracker box. It used to be like a minty green back then. We were right here on Alvarado and Prospect. Little stucco flat homes. Believe it or not, I'm the youngest, and there was 8 of us, including my parents, in this home. I think we moved not too long after that, but just can't imagine. I think we were just sleeping on the floors and everywhere else, I'm sure. Of course, I was just a baby. Didn't bother me. I probably bothered them by crying and everything else. Now, I love these old neighborhoods, actually, with these alleys that ran back behind the houses here. Just don't see that much anymore. I think it was for the trash men to pick up your trash, or maintenance people to work on the power lines there. Now, I've driven by here before, but I've never gotten out and checked it out up close. Now, not to make it look smaller, but I think some of that may have been added on, believe it or not. I mean, they were just very small cracker boxes back then. probably paid like 15 bucks a month in mortgage or something like that.